Welcome back, everyone, to Truesight TV, where you're watching Isurus up against Argentinian Rejects. It's game number 2. And I'm Master Revolution 5, joined here by Ilummini on Truesight TV. Game number 2 should be pretty interesting. We do see the Dark Seer get banned out by Argentinian Rejects. Even though they used it, it didn't work out great for him.
Oh boy, oh boy. I'm definitely not happy about the Doom ban. They should have banned the Slaughter instead.
Yeah. Doom he's a problem hero, yes, but there's a bigger problem, and it's called Slardar. Yeah, or even the Dark Seer at that point. They will go ahead and pick up the Lich, though, which is a nice hero to have against Slardar. You do have the additive armor to kind of negate that negative armor some. It's a buffer, mostly, though. It's not gonna say, oh, you amp damaged me, and now you didn't.
The thing is, I feel like teams started to pick Slaughter. They realized, oh, Slaughter is way too OP. Then they banned Slaughter. And after a few days, they come up with some counters against Slaughter. And I feel like they just didn't really work out. And Lich, yeah, it helps somewhat, but I feel
But he's not a hard counter.
And, you know, Lich armor gives you about, what it is? Is it
9 or... Let me see.
9 armor?
Potentially 9, yes.
That means you can counter the level 1 amp damage. Well,
and
level 16 amp damage is minus 20 armor. So that means you have to pick 2 heroes to counter 1 offlaner. And at that point, it's already worth.
Well, if you've got a Solar Crest as well, theoretically you could counter both. But it still says, oh, you spent 3k gold on an item. That's cute. Now you basically didn't.
Yeah, I don't like it. Well, the last game, I feel like Isurus Gaming were already the team that was favored, and then they picked Husker, and for me it's just like, you know, this kind of cheesy asshole pick catching the other guys off guard and, you know, taking this kind of free win. And I felt like...
Kind of free?
Yeah, I felt like, you know, when the team that is already more favored just picks something like Husker, it's
like bullying.
Evil.
Yeah. Like, come on, don't do that to him. We know you want to win, but you don't want to win that hard, right? Okay, yeah, you do. But we do see Windrunner getting banned out as well. Pretty common ban these days. And Dazzle actually getting the ban as well here. A little surprising that Isurus doesn't think to pick up the Dazzle. But of course, you don't have the very next pick. You can't risk giving it away, because that means it takes Slaughter a lot longer to kill off someone if they're shallow graved, or even weave armor. Not to say it's a hard counter, once again.
I feel like actually Isurus shouldn't have banned the Dazzle, because if Argentinian Rejects pick up the Dazzle, they have no stuns.
Well, then they could pick up a stun on an offlaner and a support. You could go Beastmaster and then a hard carry with a stun that I'm not thinking of. Legion Commander actually wouldn't be that bad because you could purge off amp damage. I know I'm a Legion Commander fanboy.
Yeah,
but
maybe Slark would have been a better choice.
Slark could work.
Because you can purge the amp damage off as well, and I feel like Slark is a better solo carry than Legion Commander.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So...
It'll be Disruptor getting banned out here. Not too surprising there. Disruptor does a lot.
Counter against Queen of Pain.
It is interesting, though, that Argentinian Rejects are banning heroes that they just picked.
I mean, Isurus Gaming also banned the Tusker, so yeah, whatever. I mean, I can understand it, because heroes that you pick, you think that those heroes are strong, so you're gonna ban them
too. Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it works out.
Reserve time. Dire team pick.
Shaker. I'm gonna assume that this is gonna be the offlaner.
I mean, it could also easily be the support. The problem is that Isurus just pick up the counter. Like, oh, you're going to throw a fissure? Thanks for the fissure. I'm going to catch the fissure and then use it.
Yeah, and even getting an enchant totem on Rubik is actually strong, really strong when Osaka decides to skill it, because there's 400% damage, and on Rubik you can't just spam the spell because it only costs 5 mana. You can harass the shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
It's not looking great for him.
Reserve time.
Yeah, but at least Argentinian rejects get some kind of stun lockdown, and I wanted them to grab that, because Lich only provides you with some slows.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, and you'll pick up Juggernaut now.
Yeah, I like that pick, because you can also use the Blade Fury to get rid of amp damage and just...
And Omni Slash to just avoid damage when you have amp damage on, so...
Because during a team fight, when you use Omni Slash, you're invulnerable while dealing damage. You don't care if you're amp damaged or not.
Yeah. Now Vino coming out for Isurus. This...
I think AR have to ban AA, because AA would counter the Juggernaut healing ward, as well as getting the Venomancer. AA combo is just insanely strong.
But are you going to run a Vino mid against Queen of Pain? You're gonna lose that lane so hard. I mean, that's what I'm wondering. Like, it just... It's a smart idea to pick up AA Vino, but if you can't make it work in your lineup and you already have a Rubik, unless you're gonna run Rubik mid, which...
Nah, the other thing is, with AA and Rubik, with telekinesis, you can just secure cold feet every time.
Yeah, but that doesn't win you mid.
Yeah, that's right, but...
And Queen of Pain against AA is just wonderful, because, oh, I got cold feet? Forget that, I'm blinking. See ya.
Mid AA.
Nice cold feet you had there, buddy, but it's not gonna last long.
5 seconds remaining.
It'll be Viper banned out. Oh, they just don't want to deal with the cancer. The Vino Viper... Was it me and you that ran that for a little while? The Vino Viper Necro, or Vino Viper Huskar, or Vino Viper Undying, like something like that?
I don't know. I don't think so, actually.
It's just dirty. It's evil. You shouldn't do that. Don't ever do it. Please.
I once ran a Venomancer Clockwork combo, though, in the offlane. You know, with the Venomous Gale and Battery Assault, just run them down until they die. It also works pretty well.
Yeah.
So...
Radiant team pick.
Argentinian reject's gonna pick up a support. I'm pretty sure about that. So maybe they should get some kind of lockdown? Maybe something instant against Slaughter. Maybe Ogre Magi, because he's pretty tanky.
Yeah.
He provides you with slows and stuns, as well as Bloodlusting the Juggernaut is just giving him basically a free Mask of Madness.
That doesn't have the penalty of extra damage, which would be disastrous against Vino. But
yeah,
it'll be the clockwork for them. Okay, so they're going to go around with it this time.
I'm not really sure about that pick.
I mean, hey, if Isurus can make it work against Gyrocopter, surely they can too, right? Right, guys? Right? Huh? Oh. And I talked about Pepita's Ember game 1. Oh, it's not gonna be Pepita though. It'll be Tumbler. Huh. Well, a little interesting though that they're not gonna give Pepita the Ember, as Pepita is very good at it, and they're actually running a support Vino.
Pepita is the safe lane carry, right?
Yeah.
Revo?
Yes.
Who's going mid for Isurus? Do you know that?
B Tumbler.
A mid player. Yeah, because I don't like the Gyrocopter mid, so it's kind of understandable that they give the B Tumbler the Ember Spirit because he has to go mid.
Okay.
But still, I don't know. Picking Ember Spirit in the mid lane against Quap isn't like the best idea. I feel like
he can hold his own against Quap because if he gets Searing Chains off, he can. She can't blink. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's melee, and you can just get 2 points in Shadow Strike and harass the shit out of Ember Spirit.
That I think is why he's picked up the poor man's shield, but he doesn't have any regen right now. And his allies are pinging him like, you idiot, why didn't you buy tangos?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
No tangos, no Salve. Maybe Rubik will show him some, yeah. Yeah, he gave him 2 tangos at least, but it's still gonna be pretty harsh. I mean, I think when he gets the boundary rune, he'll just gonna buy out a Salve. But maybe Clockwork can push him away with the cogs, you know? They should be able to secure. Rubik is there. That's always dangerous. You don't want to get cliffed.
Yeah. And you can't really afford to. Nice Rubik set, by the way. Oh, is this the one from... Hold on. Is this the one from the new set? Thank you, Slaughter.
I was like, you said hold on, and this at the same time the game paused.
Hold on, okay.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah, I've wired my brain to Dota now. My girlfriend's gonna be so happy about that one. Nope. Meanwhile, as I'm looking at the Rubik set, they even gave me time to figure out that something was going on in the bot lane, and we're just like, ooh, Rubik, what a set!
They used a Fissure and a Spin, as well as the Frost Blast from Ditch, so yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to this is the kind of set that's like, I might buy this kind of thing, you know? And that looks cool. Anyways, it is gonna be Pekko on the Rubik. We're gonna have mid lane be Tumbler, of course, on that Ember Spirit, Pepita on the Gyrocopter, G on the Slaughter, and last but not least, it's Ned on the Vimomancer. Oh, and they are going on in. Or not.
It looks like Juggernaut is safe, yeah.
Actually, Juggernaut is perfectly fine there.
I don't like the double melee lane against Venno, though.
Yeah, he gets 1 point in Poison Sting, and you're just...
They should use the Lich to secure the lane. Well, now with Argentinian rejects in the bottom lane, we're gonna have VIJ on the Earthshaker. Then we have some action going on. Earthshaker getting harassed. Okay, nothing big happening. Then we're gonna have Ninja on the carry Juggernaut. On the mid lane, we have Frosh on the Queen of Pain, already using her Shadow Strike level 2 to arrest the Ember Spirit out. And on the top lane, we have Fullback on the Clockwork.
Yep, and of course I'm Esper Evolution 5 here with Ilummini on Truesight TV, where you won't miss a thing except for every kill that I miss. Trying to see if that could help out, like be a little slogan like Truesight TV, don't miss a thing, but when I keep missing kills, and about to miss a courier kill, as Frosh picks that off, and this is the other problem, like, this wasn't even a bottle coming on the courier, this was a set of tangos.
And she didn't even use the blink to kill the courier, that's the most surprising thing.
Well, I mean, you can't use blink to kill courier anymore with the high cooldown. If you blink in, you're gonna be feeding yourself away, so giving away the first blood for the courier, or the second blood even, is not going to be worth it. Now, her own courier is going to come up the cliff, but he's not going to go too far out.
Well, the thing is, you don't have to directly blink under the enemy tower, but just, you know, getting on the high ground a little bit northern, where you can escape into the area of the top room, just to get the not miss on the courier or stuff like that. I mean, you could do a kind of safe blink like that to get a little bit closer.
Yeah. Now, it will have a block off on Ned, but I don't think this is going to accomplish much of anything except buy Jug some time. And actually, Shaker's going to be dead. Yeah, he's dead. There's nothing he can do there. Slaughter picking up the kill. Ninja will get a few hits off on Ned. He'll spin as well. Is it enough, as Ned actually is going to end up going down here? Very nicely done. 2 points and spin is more than enough to get that kill.
Yeah, and he has boots, so he could just run down the mountains.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be reach and room for the Queen of Pain. Oh my god, this Ember's gonna have such a hard time.
Yeah, Argentinian rejects look a lot stronger in game number 2. They're having a much better early game. They're just doing well as a whole. And Isurus, while they're still farming pretty well, the mid lane is not going well for them.
Well, Amber Spirit at least has his bottle now.
Well, in about a minute when the courier can bring it to him.
He was...
Meanwhile, fullback getting lifted up top. He'll get dragged back into Pepita and manage to get the cogs off. Can he pull him down? It looks like he can. Oh, yep, as Slaughter manages to take him down. Kills happening all over the map. As Lich is on very low health as well.
And
up top.
Venom Mancer will maybe die? No, Earthshaker has no mana for a fissure.
Oh.
And he's gonna maybe die?
He's gonna need mana for a fissure, which he has now. He'll actually trap G under the tower. The crush doesn't connect. He'll get the kill. Very nicely done there from Wage. And we don't even know how to pronounce his name. That's actually a full soul ring done. Yeah, the clarity really just saved a life there.
That was about your clarity, I have to say. And checking out is sneaking to get Bueno. Can you find him? Yeah, he'll gonna try to dive him. Ah, he'll get back.
Yeah, and he'll just spin and hope to survive here. Now, of course, the crush could come in time. Doesn't look like it's going to.
Yeah, Slaughter didn't get a bash, but it might have been for the better actually, because when you're sprinted, you know, you take extra damage, and Juggernaut was still spinning, so it was a little bit dangerous for him as well.
Yeah.
Top lane.
So, yep, Gyro's gonna get knocked back.
Yeah, it was a real big lift into a rocket barrage, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, the other time it was almost enough, but unfortunately he did get dragged back right into cogs, and Pepita almost went down. As Ember in the mid lane, he'll be okay here, but only barely, and Ned is having to make a rotation. This is the problem for Isurus, is they don't come online till 20 minutes, let's say.
And Ember Spirit is dead to a Sonic Wave when he comes back to the lane right now. Oh wait, he TP'd back, so he'll be fine.
No, Ember didn't TP back. He went to stack, which is fine, but...
He went to jungle? Okay.
Why isn't your Veno stacking instead, is the question. Like, Veno could be stacking and you could either be TPing back to base to get your health back, or you could just be in lane getting XP, and he's almost going to die to the stack. Throw a sliding fist at least.
He's going to survive.
Just barely, though.
Yeah. I'm still not happy about this off-lane Lich, I have to say. Because, you know, they really had problems on the safe lane. And if Lich was down there, they could have just stomped the Slaughter Venomancer lane.
And you're not really providing Clockwork that much, except for sapping his XP. Clockwork is a hero who needs his level 6 quickly. He needs to get a lot out of it.
And... yeah, it looks like Earthshaker is dead.
No, he's fine. He actually gets the TP out. Bash? No bash. 1 point. It's only a 10% chance.
And Slaughter didn't use his end damage.
Oh, no. Now that would have made a difference, for sure.
Yeah, they just could have right-clicked him to death. Ember Spirit was clearly sad about that. And now, yeah, Slaughter is dead.
Okay, fullback just dropped his boots entirely behind the tower. I mean, Lich is here to pick him up just in case, and he will, but...
Why did he smoke?
Who? What?
They used to smoke down there.
Who did, though?
I think it was Slaughter.
Did they waste it?
I don't know what he tried to dodge, or why he clicked it yet.
I mean, it could have been a misclick, but still...
Maybe he wanted to dodge the Shadow Strike, but it was already like 2 seconds after he was hit, so... It was weird.
It must have been a misclick. I mean... I don't know what else he would have been using, but... Maybe he had a mango? Or something that I didn't see for a while. He'll actually pick up a double damage rune, and he'll get out. Just barely, as Queen of Pain does take down Ember Spirit up in the top lane. Looks like she did use the Sonic Wave for that.
But it is worth. It's really worth. Just to shut him down further. And yeah, Slaughter had a mango in his inventory earlier. Maybe he just tried to panic use his mango and click the smoke instead. That might have been the problem.
Yeah. And they still have the stack for Ember, which, I mean, when he can finally clear it, that's great. But right now, he can't clear it. Venomancer or Gyro has a much better shot at clearing that stack right now. And meanwhile, he will go in bot lane up against Ninja, who does have Omni Slash if he had the mana for it. Unfortunately, he doesn't, though.
What's really sad about this deck, there's a Satyr Tormentor.
Yeah.
And all the damage that Ember Spirit did earlier is already healed back up again, so...
Yeah, it makes it really hard to take the stack. Meanwhile, G is going to get caught up by Clockwork. He'll get the crush off, despite the battery assault, but he's going to be dead anyway. As ArchaeaDota and Rejects looking a lot better in game number 2.
Yeah, it feels like they found how to play together. I don't know, maybe it was a problem with Bullback.
Give me one
because
second.
Because they just weren't used to play together. And he was maybe on a hero he wasn't really comfortable with. I mean, he died a lot with his stocks here, and maybe, you know, just Clockwork is one of his better heroes.
Sorry about that. Sydney's trying to get in, and I obviously can't run downstairs to let her in. So I told her to piggyback into the door, and I think that was just her knocking on the door. As actually Tumblr could get taken down here, but he'll be okay.
That was really ballsy, I have to say.
Yeah, it was a ballsy TP.
Hookshot was still on cooldown, and if it wasn't, he would have been in a really bad situation, because his remnant wasn't in a safe position. It was really close to the bottom tier 1 tower. And Venomancer's dead, yeah.
Alright.
Just a quick pick off.
Okay, sorry about that. Once again.
Yeah, I feel like Clockwork is a much better pick for fullback.
Yeah, he's doing very well this game. As last game we saw him try to do stuff, but he wasn't doing very much.
Yeah, maybe just it was like they picked Darkseer and he's just not comfortable with Darkseer. That might have been the problem.
Yeah, he played alright, but they were on tilt. I mean, we covered that in game number 1, for sure.
Yeah.
This game did look a lot stronger. Now, we did say Isurus doesn't have a great early game, and that's definitely for sure. The Ember Spirit is so far behind right now. He's picking up an Aquila, but still no phase boots. 10, 11 minutes in. He does get his Searing Chains off, but it's on creeps. You do not want to run into Juggernaut here while he has Omni Slash up, but there's 2 more heroes as well. They might be able to bring down Ninja. He'll try to get the Omni Slash, but he won't. He gets lifted just in time, and they'll bring him down. Rubik securing the kill there, and that's going to help out a lot. Oh, Fissure almost brings Rubik down, though.
Radiant's middle tower
What level is that? It's only level 3. I think a level 4 Fissure might have killed him. So Rubik's just going to spin and TP out. Yeah, the classic move. So that's a great pick-off for Isurus.
Yeah, that's really important. And I mean, in Argentinian Rejects, they had about like 2k gold lead, and now it's back to 1k.
Yeah, just about.
So.
And the experience is 1k in favor of Isurus as well. So, we are going to see Gyro get hit with the dagger bot. He does have his helm, and Ember's here to defend him, so they could turn and fight if they need to. As there is a 2-man chains coming out. Frosh in a lot of trouble, will be blinking away. And it looks like the healing ward as well as the bottle will help him survive here. They can actually re-engage here simply because they have Quap's ult.
And they still have Omni Slash.
Indeed. Now on the bot lane, Papita. He's going down. Papita going down as well, though, to the Sonic Wave. Frosh in a little bit of trouble. They'll get a 2-man bounce, but it's not quite enough. The spin is going to be enough. He lives on 9 HP. Just not quite enough to get out of there.
Can get a kill with the Fisher. No.
Oh, he gets a Searing Chains off, which is in a lot of trouble. He gets a slam, but it's stolen by Rubik. Can he live? He's got 20 seconds. 20 HP, excuse me, and the Omni Slash is coming out. G tries to stun him. It's not going to be enough. Rubik actually used the Echo Slam there just to farm some creeps. Wait, what?
He found the creep wave with
Who
the
did?
Omni Slash. With the Echo Slam, I mean.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, he definitely hit Slaughter with that Omni Slash. Just a little miscommunication. That fight was tense. This game is much closer, and I'll go ahead and say Isurus aren't playing as well this game. They've played much sloppier. Their draft is a bit sloppier, but they can still do it.
The last game they had the mid matchup with Queen of Pain against Templar Assassin, and that was heavily Queen of Pain favored.
Yeah, especially with the war.
And now it's Queen of Pain against Amber Spirit, but for Argentinian rejects, the mid lane was heavily favored. So
yeah, the story of the series has been Queen of Pain wins mid. Or at 11.
Yes.
Yeah, as Slaughter just find himself a bounty rune, he actually picked up a bottle, and I have to say, I really don't like this. I'd rather have an early blink, but I can see their point.
Even a 4-staff when you
even
want
a 4-staff, yeah. Just because they don't want to fight very early here, which my problem is, if you don't want to fight very early, why did you pick Slaughter and Gyro? Because they are heroes who can fight early.
The other thing with rushing 4-staff would be, it's amazing against Earthshaker Fisher against as well as the Cogs.
That's true. Yeah, I'm really surprised he didn't go for it now, and I'd still like to see it. Speaking of the Cogs, the Clockwork is going to get caught out here. He does have amp damage on him. Has he got any spells he can get away with? He'll just trap Slaughter in the Cogs and end up falling. Rubik able to steal Rocket Flare, which is cute, but that's about all it is. Meanwhile, they are going to take down the mid tower, and there was a miss Fortify. So that glyph is on cooldown for 5 minutes. That is, it's the worst feeling in the world. Like, don't worry, guys. It'll reset the cooldown after I use glyph. Yeah, not if the tower dies first, because it's kind of how it works. They do almost have Orchid up on Queen of Pain, and this is the other problem with Queen of Pain versus Ember. In the mid game, Ember is trying to get Boots of Travel right now, and he's gonna have them. But meanwhile, Queen of Pain has an Orchid.
There's still the Fisher to cancel the TP and
exactly. This is a farming item, and it's okay, but I'd much rather see the Battle Fury rushed out here. Of course, so that's what he'll be going for next. I'm almost 100% sure.
Yeah, but the thing is, at 15 minutes you have Boots of Travel. Then you want to have maybe another 10 minutes for the Battle Fury, and then you have your Manta, which takes at least another maybe 6, 7, 8 minutes. So we're looking at maybe a 32-minute Manta or something like that.
Yeah.
And until then, you're completely vulnerable to the Orchid. And Queen of Pain has like 15 minutes where she can just blink Orchid and kill you every time.
And at that point, you're not looking at the Manta at 35 minutes anymore.
You won't get your farm fast enough. Yeah.
And then it's just reverse snowballing into a loss at that point.
One thing I want to point out is that the fullback Clockwork, he went for the max battery assault bolt. So he's one of those Mandy I want to hook top in.
I'm gonna fight you.
Kill everyone that I have with me.
What'd you say about robots, punk?
And he's going for the Blade Mail, and he's actually only 500 gold away from it, so that's gonna be really amazing against Gyrocopter, because then he can't use his Rocket Barrage or he'll just kill himself.
Now, Gyro does have the helm up, and he has enough for the Yasha, if that's what he's going for. I would assume so, seeing as he's got
a...
I mean, it has to be that much. Okay, yeah. And this is the problem, like, when you're so close to that Blade Mail, he's now 700 away, where he was just 500. You've got to get something done. Widge will be going down to here. He's got a slam. He'll use it.
Why?
That was my question. It may have been... Okay. I think he was trying to use it to make sure Rubik didn't get Fissure, but it was too late at that point. And even then...
when you want to prevent Rubik from getting Fissure... Oh, he hasn't appointed a Jump Totem.
Wait, what?
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is
That's
under
not
attack.
good. Not when you play.
Why are you... Oh my god.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I don't even play this Zero, okay? And I know you gotta get a point in Enchant Totem.
Yeah.
And, okay, Juggernaut now has a Battle Fury as well. This is... It's getting pretty ugly for Isurus. They've got to get something item-wise up.
Well, Gyrocopter is more farmed than the Juggernaut. He's 1k gold ahead.
Yeah, but it's not going to stay that way now that Jug has Battle Fury.
Yeah,
with 2 points in crit, he can farm very quickly.
Well, they have an ancient stack. I'd actually love to see the Juggernaut steal that.
If Juggernaut steals that stack, Gyro's going to be behind for a while. And he's not actually planning to do Roche, is he? Surely not.
It looks like.
Okay, they are smoked up behind him, and they'll be able to amp damage it.
Yeah, they get Roshan, and AR will get the tier.
For a second, I thought he was just gonna... I'm gonna walk in here and kill Roche, guys. Papita, you're not that farmed. Yeah, I am. I is good at this game. I mean, they'll give up a tier 1 tower for it, but it's a fine trade.
I don't really like about Argentinian rejects. They did this in the last game as well. They smoked for the tier 1 and they put down a ward as well. And I feel like that's too much commitment for just a tier 1 tower.
You don't need to place that ward. If you're going to do that, you want to place it behind the tier 2. Because if you smoke to the tower, you're going to pretty much get the tower. Especially if you know they're elsewhere on the map.
Yeah,
if you smoke to the tower and then you think you need to place a ward when you don't even need that vision anymore, it's not as great. And meanwhile, Lich is getting jumped. And I mean jumped hard. He will live. Barely.
I just killed the Venomancer with her Orchid, so...
Oh, well that's a good pick off at least, and he didn't get his ult off at least. And Gyro
at least this one trade was good for AR, but you know that what that they put down at the tier 1, it also could have been at Roche and maybe scalded them.
Oh, meanwhile, hookshot came in, it looks like, as G is not going to fall just yet. There's the rocket to finish him, though. Very nicely done with the rocket, sir.
It's killing time.
That's the line I was thinking of for Clockwork when you're saying he wants to get up in your face. What time is it? It's killing time.
Okay, it looks like the Blade Mail is finally done for him. So.
And he's got 600 to spare. That was a great pickoff for him to get that kill, and it looked like Quap was going to get it as well. I'm a little concerned, though, that Quap doesn't have an Ags, and they want to keep up this pressure. But you do need the Orchid up against Ember. I mean, if he keeps getting off his ult and any other abilities, he's going to kill you over and over.
I think Quap's going to go for the Orchid now, so...
Yeah. I do like the Ags now, you mean?
Yeah, the Ags, I'm sorry.
They are making great time on the Battle Fury for Ember. In fact, he's only 1,200 gold to go. And we have hated on him some, but he has stayed alive at least. He's just not getting much of anything.
Yeah, because he can't really go to the lanes and farm there. He has to stay in the jungle.
Yeah.
And
but he's at least catching up.
Yeah, that's the other thing. With this useless ward at the tier 1, you can't put pressure on the jungle Ember Spirit. And if they just had the ward somewhere deeper in the jungle, they could see him farm and then kill him with the Clockwork instead of just using a blind hook and missing it.
They are trying to scout out Papita here, but won't quite be able to. Juggernaut already sitting on a Yasha. And you can see he's staying toe-to-toe with that Gyrocopter. Of course, Gyro did get the stack here, which I believe was a 4 stack. Now it's blocked out, so
yeah,
I'm not going to be able to get another one.
Wait, they committed an Observer Ward for it? That's surprising.
Yeah, because Isurus will just deward it. If Isurus don't deward it, then that's great, because it keeps them from stacking for a long time. But if they deward it, then who cares?
You lost. And it's nighttime right now, and you need every bit of vision you can get.
Yeah, all their wards are not really doing much. You've got one in the mid lane kind of saying, oh, we lost this tower, just kidding, we still have vision right here.
I like the one in the mid lane. I usually place it down very often in my...
I would have put it over here, though. Like on the other side of the river, so you get more aggressive vision to push that tower.
Depends on how the game is going and how you feel. Sometimes you want more defensive vision just...
Well, yeah, they are fighting up against the Aegis, I forget, so... G just waiting behind Papita here, just in case somebody decides to jump him. He's got the Aegis anyway, and 1,700 health.
Looks like they want to trade tier 2 for tier 2, maybe?
Yeah, and they at least put down the aggressive ward up here this time, which will get them some control of the jungle. But at this point, Ember has Battle Fury and 200 gold. He's not really looking to sit back and farm now, because he can start farming in lane a lot more efficiently. And if they do try to jump him, he can possibly kill them as well once he has that amount of damage. So,
well, there's still the Queen of Pain Orchid.
Of course, yeah. But he's got a better shot, is what I'm trying to say. As Juggernaut picks up the Sanjin Yasha. Keeping pretty in line with Gyro, although Gyro is a bit ahead of him as well. I'm assuming Gyro's going Scotty here.
Oh, that's sad. They just got a D-Ward.
Oh, no. And that was the only good vision, we said. Yeah. It's okay that they have this one up top. In fact, they'll find the Ember with it, and Ember's dead. He did buy the Battle Fury out, though, so at least he's not going to be set back from that anymore. But the Manta is a long way off. And if that's what he's going for, of course.
I don't really like that high ground ward. Yes, it is useful, but it's also really obvious.
Yeah, especially now. Like, it's very obvious now. I'm almost sure that Isurus is going to deward that. Or just say, we know there's a ward there, don't go there. As Aegis gets reclaimed. Oh, there's that brand new Aegis reclaiming sound.
I like that one, actually.
It sounds pretty cheesy. Bum, bum.
It's not about the sound.
It's about notifying the player.
Fact that it's implemented.
Yeah, it's great for casters, and it's great for the allied team. Now, if I read that correctly in the patch notes last night, it doesn't play for the enemy, which is, I mean, fair and balanced kind of stuff. As Lich will be pinging them out. They actually are smoked up. This is perfect timing, and this is where the Observer's going to come into play. They'll get the hook shot in, and remember, the Aegis just went down. They'll get Pekko to rotate in with the blink, but they'll silence him out instantly, and they're at least going to kill him off here. Big call down coming in. They'll throw the quad pull. She gets Yules in the air. It looks like by herself, actually, but that's a buyback. Okay, Ember is... Where? Oh, he's back. Slam?
Why did they use the Echo Slam? I'm not sure about that.
Anyways, up top, Juggernaut is taking your racks. Or at least taking half your tower's HP. That was a questionable slam. And I will say, if they picked off the Gyro, that was going to be great for them. Because you pick off the Gyro before he gets his Scotty. Now he's 600 gold from Scotty. And that's basically one more creep camp.
They got the Slaughter buyback that I didn't really understand why they used it.
I mean, he was trying to get into mid, and if he had a Blink Dagger, I'd say that was worth it, but he couldn't close the distance fast enough.
Yeah.
And he's basically reset his progress on that Blink Dagger once again.
And surprisingly, the Oshak is going for 4-star first as well, instead of Blink Dagger.
The who now?
Oshaka.
Oh.
He has his 4-star now, but...
I don't like this.
Yeah, I'm much rather like to see a Blink. If it was against the Tusk, I'd say yes, because 4-staffing an ally away from the snowball so that you don't get stunned is really big. But what does Isurus have? They have the Slaughter Brink Curse. Yeah, you can 4-staff your teammate away, but getting a Blink Echo initiation is just way better, I feel like.
I mean, if you could, yeah. But... well, keep in mind, the Echoes have been questionable at best.
That's right.
I'm not trying to flame, but that last one was a one-man Echo Slam. The one up top was a, oh my god, I'm dying, let's use my ult. Which is the first mistake people learn to make in Dota. Like, other than don't buy any items.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Mistakes. Get boots. Don't use your ultimates when you die. Or waste your ultimates when you die.
Yeah. But why would I need boots? I could do damage. No, you need boots.
Juggernaut is pretty ballsy, I feel like.
He's actually got an ult that he tried to get off, but he'll get lifted. He'll be okay. The spin.
And they get
wait. Did they got a bash?
Yeah, they got the bash.
He said, yep. And fullback is next. Blade Mail? Might be enough, but Pekko has the spin. He doesn't care. Frosh will come up. What are you doing here?
And he's gonna die as well. Oh, he has a Yule Scepter. He's gonna be fine.
But what is Lich doing here now? Oh my god.
Queen of Pain is like, no,
it was okay.
Worry, I'm safe. Lich is like, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you, mate.
I'm gonna help you. Where'd you go? It was like, okay, guys, we're all gonna go to their jungle. They just forgot to say, we're all gonna go there at the same time. So we went one by one.
Yeah, and they didn't they didn't have any sort of warp vision. I mean, why? Why? I mean, at least Juggernaut got off his Omni Slash thanks to the Clockwork hookshot, but...
And this is the kind of game where you were doing well, and you can't afford to make those kind of mistakes.
Clockwork has a Glimmer Cape.
Okay, that's interesting. I like the... I like the potential to block some of the magic damage coming out, but... I mean...
And the Rift hookshot. I mean...
It's like, if you hookshot in, and you're like, I'm in cogs, now I'm gonna use Blade Mail. Oh no, they're attacking me, let's Glimmer Cape. First of all, you're not gonna get hit by stuff. Second of all, your Blade Mail, even if you were, wouldn't reflect as much damage. Third of all, they know right where you are. You're still in the cogs.
Yeah, when you want to get out, you get a 4-star. If you want to have more initiation, just get your Aghanim Scepter. I feel like Glimmer Cape, yes, it's a strong item itself, but...
But why doesn't Lich build it? Well, Lich has no anything, I guess. But...
That shouldn't happen as well. As Lich, you can just spam Frostbloods to get some last hits and then eat a creep to get your mana back.
You shouldn't be this far behind, because... I mean, granted, the Slardar is the lowest farmed on the Dire team. Lich is still half his net worth, and Slardar has not had a fun game.
Yeah, and I mean, like...
We're 30 minutes in, and he's got no sign of a blink.
Look at the jungle. There's like a medium camp almost killed, and Lich could just go there and kill it with one Frost Blast, get some money, buy some new wards, you know. It's good to let the farm be there for your carriers, but you still have to get something as support, or you're just useless and the liability. That's
you can't let the carries just walk all over you, like, I need the courier, buy me wards. This doesn't sound familiar to you, does it, Ilummini?
Yeah.
Like a certain co-caster that you're co-casting with right now, you know? I would never.
That's the thing that I learned as playing support. You know, you have to be somewhat greedy, or else you're just gonna be useless at 30 minute mark. Because a Lich with a Tranquil Boots and Urn, yeah, he can do something, but
it's not much. A mech even could do a lot here. Even just like a medallion.
Yeah, something
could do a ton.
like that. But he has
a casual cloak could keep him alive against Vinno, possibly.
Yeah, maybe work towards a pipe. Get some magic resistance for your team.
Okay, let's not get crazy here. Lich doesn't have a Midas.
Yeah, but you know, pipe has a really cheap build-up. So
that is true, yeah.
Slowly but surely get there.
Other than the Ring of Health and the recipe, I believe pipe is pretty easy to build. So it's been a long time since I've built pipe. I'm too afraid of getting cancer, you know.
The Ring of Health and the recipe, you're right, and all the other stuff is like 500 gold or less.
Yeah. But Isurus hanging on for sure here. They have managed to pull back the gold lead into 4K for themselves.
Maybe.
Oh, no. Oh, it goes... Oh! What was on that? 5... Okay, 50-50 gold. Think. Who was using it? Oh, I know what it was. I think. Wait a second.
Radiant structures are fortified.
AC. Maybe the rest of Queen of Pain's AC.
And it would have to be 1,800 more as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh, it was a Talisman of Evasion for Juggernaut as well.
Because
he's building into Butterfly. That was very costly.
That sucks.
The AC was going to help them so much. Especially against the Ember and the Slardar. And I mean, we were talking in the draft how you're picking a support to counter Slardar. And you can get an item as well, like Solar Crest AC. We were assuming that was going to be on a support. This is on a core, and it's a very good item for Queen of Pain, don't get me wrong. They still need it now, though. Because with that down, if Isurus realizes what was on that courier, they're going to start pushing. And the fact that they're not pushing tells me they either want Roche, which...
they have Roche.
Okay, so they don't want Roche. That's what I meant to say, Kappa.
Maybe they want to get a pick off first. They have pretty good ward vision.
Have you looked at Gyro recently? He has 5.6k gold. Like, yeah. We are to the point of beyond farmed.
He can basically buy out a butterfly pretty soon.
Yeah.
And maybe he's waiting because he sees the quarter star from the Juggernaut to maybe get an MKB.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to reveal the MKB and then Juggernaut not go for the butterfly, even though it would be fine.
Well,
I mean, what else is Juggernaut going to build?
Juggernaut has the Talisman of Evasion at least, so...
If they check the courier, and we're guessing they did. But... and that's what we're assuming is on the courier. Watch us be wrong and it be some off-the-wall item like...
At least Venomancer actively killed the courier by placing another ward, so...
It was probably...
not just like... you know, having some random wards out there that they...
Meanwhile, fullback... getting the jump on Ned, but the Glimmer Cape bails him out. And this is the problem. Like, Ned is a support. He is 1500 from Ags, has a Glimmer and a Gem.
Yeah, and the other thing with Clockwork is Rubik's a pretty good counter against him because you, in case you can just get the Clockwork out of the cogs.
Yeah. And then your buddy's in a cage for a few minutes, but who really cares?
Yeah, and I mean, if it's something like the Gyrocopter, he might be happy about it because then Juggernaut can just walk up to him and hit him.
Okay, that was what was on the courier, I believe. Actually, no, Ninja must have just bought that out, and... 3k plus... I'm trying to math. I don't know if it was the full AC, because there was no plate mail, and that's where the problem is. But Queen of Pain... I don't know. Too much thinking.
Oh, I know.
It was part of the AC, at least.
No, I know it now. It was the Eagle Song. It's 3200 gold. The recipe from the AC for 1k 300 gold, and the chainmail for 550. That's the 5 for...
Okay,
5.
yeah. So the evasion wasn't on there. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Which meant he was able to get the butterfly faster. Okay. Actually, a slam coming out on what? Oh, no! You know how they say, like, wham bam thank you ma'am? That was the wham bam thank you slam. As in, oh, you slammed? See ya. That's all I wanted you to do, buddy. And I believe that was the reveal of the Blink Dagger.
Is Clockwork dead, top lane? Maybe, I think.
Ooh. He's low, that's for sure. As Ruben comes in with the cogs and the blink, he manages to get the Clockwork, but there's a Chain Frost bouncing. Clock's still alive, just barely on 250 HP, but B-Tumbler could be going down. He's gonna fall. Frosh with the double kill, and 3k in the bank. This rotation. Oh my goodness.
This rotation was so good.
And honestly, they basically spent a lot to pick the Ember off, but Ember's down for 70 seconds with no buyback. This is free reign to push right now. And you've got the AC up, you've got the butterfly up, you now have damage, and you have armor reduction on those towers. G is in a lot of trouble. He'll live, but Papita may not live. He's got glimmered by the someone. Who glimmered him? Veno, okay. As Papita does find a mega kill, sorry about that. Actually, Ninja just coming right back in. Not afraid.
Can they kill the Slaughter? Yep.
He doesn't have a blink available for 2 more seconds. He'll be able to get back. Dyer's courier down this time. Ned in trouble. They get the lift. Can they do it? No, they don't have an Omni Slash. As there's now a double kill for Papita. Hookshot coming in, fullback. Trying to tango with his buddy here, but he is going to Glimmer Cape away.
The Venom Walls
or try to.
Just slowing everyone down.
Not to mention they can see him with the gem. That's a triple kill for Papita. And I was saying, okay, Ember's down. This is your time to push. That didn't go well.
I think this fight was won by the Venomancer bots, just slowing them down.
Oh no, and they might get Jug. If they kill Jug here,
he's dead.
He does have buyback, at least, but these are not buybacks you want to use. Oh, big Echo Slam coming out, but they have to follow it up with something. They get the lift. He steals Fissure. And that's Shaker on the sidelines for a minute. He did get a big Echo Slam off, but there is time for Isurus to heal up. And why are you not buying back right now?
Radiant structures
I don't know.
Like, unless Isurus somehow don't break high ground completely here, and I think they can take a Rax in the minute it's going to take Jug to get up. With Queen of Pain not having an Axe and not able to get the ult off, at least she has 8 seconds cooldown on it, but in reality, Gyro has 3k total HP. The ult is just going to tickle. Oh no, and there is a buyback. She has to use it or they are done.
Yeah, just taking the
ultimate.
She has to use it or they are done. That's your cue, Queen of Pain. And now
it's gonna fall. No,
I mean, okay. Fullback has a buyback as well. Why are you not buying back?
They're not buying back. They just let everything fall and get picked off one by one.
You both have it. All three of you.
Like.
Ember with a blink. I mean, the thing is, if they all bought back off that Echo Slam on the bot lane, they could have turned the game right there. And now they buy back? When your melee Rax is pretty much dead? Okay, they're going to be forced to. But there's the Gyro ult. It'll just keep them down and keep them from going in here. Unless Clock lands a miracle hook shot. But she's going to go for it, it looks like. Maybe.
I have to say that Echo Slam. Yes, it was a 3-man Echo Slam, but it was just at the completely wrong time.
Yeah.
Because Earthshaker was solo. I don't know. Those Earthshaker plays this game, they weren't for the ODO.
Yeah, we do see Vino at least get the ult off. They are going to get the juggle, and they might get G. They'll at least get the Vino. That's Jim on the deck. Isn't enough, but the steal from Rubik. He gets the Omni Slash as well. Ninja in a bit of trouble. They do bring down the Rubik, but Ninja might not be dead. He's actually fine here. They're going to pick up the Jim. Gyro coming back into the fight, though, with Boots of Travel as well. 2 boots. He's not even touching the ground. As Pepita, the bounces, not going to connect enough. Meanwhile, back at the base, Ember Spirit's still chasing down Ninja, who lives on 30 HP. And godlike now on Pepita.
Gyrocopter has just too much HP right now. With
I mean,
Skadi, Satanic, and Assumption Yasha. He's a tank.
He's
the flying tank.
It's like a helicopter and a tank had a baby, and it was Gyro. That's how tanky he is right now.
Yeah.
Queen of Pain throws a dagger. they're standing here. They're like, I'm gonna throw a knife at the helicopter, and there's an Echo Slam on Creeps and Pepita, and it really doesn't do anything. He pops the. Okay, they will bring him down, but he's got buyback, and they lost their melee Rax.
Yeah. At least Juggernaut has a Battle Fury, so he can kind of hold against the super creeps. And he has 6.8k gold. Is this... Are you gonna go Rapier? No. He'll get a pistol.
They've been answering us every time this game, like where I'm like, wait, okay, pause. Are you gonna go Rapier? Buys a Basher. Instantly. You guys can't hear us, right? Okay, good. Unless that was a response, Jug. Keep in mind, though, now Jug does not have a slot for TP until he sells either Aquila or gets Travels.
I'm muted on the...
Yeah, I'm just joking, Ilummini. Believe me, if they could hear us, they'd play fair enough that one team would say something.
Rock it on.
Well, you know, with this Reborn...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That casters that are not muted on Dota TV can be heard by the players in-game.
Sometimes.
I mean, why? How?
I don't know. Anyways, the lift coming out onto Clockwork. They will get the slam out as well. Fullback is going to go down, and that's no buyback as well. They try to push out mid, but they're just not doing any damage. They take down Vino, but they've already been hit by the ult, and now Ember's going to take down Ninja. He'll actually get the ulti off. He'll take down Ember. 90 seconds on the sidelines, but he'll buy back. G is in here. He does get an amp damage off. There's a spin stolen by Rubik. Can they bring him down? I believe they can. As Ninja's in a lot of trouble. There is buyback. Somehow. By some miracle. He has a buyback.
Yeah, thanks to the kill he got.
I mean, that is...
Strength now rekindled.
I was surprised that this Rubik, I saw him picking up a Perseverance and I was like, is he gonna go Lotus up?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not great, but it can purge the silence. If they pop Ember's Lincolns, and then they silence him, you gotta use that.
Aghanim Scepter, you know?
You're keeping Ember alive at this point is much more important than getting an axe for flashy plays. Even though you've stolen Echo Slam multiple times, because I don't know why Shaker has done this.
I'm not talking about the Echo Slam. There's the Clockwork Hook that
Queen
you
of Pain
can get,
ult. Yeah.
and there's also the Queen of Pain ult.
Well,
and even
literally
the Lich
any ult. Jug ult.
And Lich ult. I mean, Lich ult with Aghanim Scepter won't stop bouncing.
Yeah. Until they're all dead, of course, which,
Yeah.
at this point, no offense to ArchaeaDota and Rejects, but it may not last long. Ninja's gonna find a double damage, but there's already Serpent Wards in the pit, scouting him out. In fact, Gyro is in here. He takes down fullback, tanking straight through the blade. They take down Slaughter in return, though, so they at least make a 1-for-1 trade. There's a slam from Earth's Shaker, and they'll at least take down Rubik. Pepita's stunned up as well, but he's still not taking much damage. He's sitting at about half health, but keep in mind, his half health is the Juggernaut's, like, 80% health or something.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's how... he has more at half health than Quap has in her entire health pool.
And Gyrocopter still has room to grow. He can sell his strats for a butterfly and get even more tanky.
He even levels up one more time. He will get Hex, though, as the Hex comes in right in time. Pepita could be dead. And he'll get silenced. Does he have buyback? He does. Yule's up. They should be able to take him down. 300 HP.
He used the Satanic and then he they
instantly got hexed. Yep.
So that he couldn't get any of the region.
Oh, my apologies there. Yeah, as Ninja is going to find Roche here. Kills it off, but in the meantime, Ember's in the base. And Jug has no TP, right? He has no TP.
Jug has no TP, yeah.
He can't get home. You gotta book it, Jug.
Defended though. He had to use the hook, but it was well.
Jug, don't farm creeps in the jungle, please. You're up against 2 lanes of supers. You cannot just.
Well, he 2-shots.
Oh my goodness. I mean, yes, but that's 2 shots that you're not getting there. He is gonna pause, probably to think, what have I done? Why? Woe is me. The Shakespearean juggernaut, if you will.
Right now?
I can just imagine him on TeamSpeak with the team right now. And he's giving them...
teams has a gem right now.
He's giving them the Revo speech, you know? This game is called Defense of the Ancients, not Defense of 2 of our racks. Anyways, we will resume. So neither team... Wait, neither has a gem? Are you sure it's not in the base?
Well,
Courier?
at least none of the heroes has a gem. I can check the
Where's
bases.
Dire Courier?
Yeah.
Dire Courier has it, yep. And Lich buys. Every time we say something, they're like, oh yeah, we need a gem.
They probably should get one. Bam, Lich buys gem.
We're just as good as these players, Ilummini. We think exactly like they do. Except for the rapier.
Yeah.
Coming soon, a new South American Dota team.
Well, I have to say though, Rapier on Juggernaut is not the best item. You know,
of
something
course.
like Gyrocopter with a flag gun, it's amazing, but on Juggernaut, it's more like the desperate moment. But because, well, when you're 2 racks behind, it's possible.
Oh, Jug doesn't have buyback, so we did buy out the Boots of Travel recipe, which makes sense because he doesn't actually have the buyback. And now he realizes, hey guys, I might want a TP. You don't say, Jug. You don't say. Now on the bright side, the lane that is actually able to push for Argentinian rejects, the tower is at about 1/3 of its health up there. So if they can get to that tower, they can at least take it down, maybe get a half a Rax as well. Ember, though, still has an extra item slot to grow with. That's what worries me. You can get more cleave, you can get more damage. I mean... Pepita is fine.
Because I feel like...
Oh no, this could be bad. They know Fissure was used. Ned will get the ulti off, and his job is basically done. They'll get the Juggernaut ult off. Slaughter does fall. No buyback on him. They Abyssal up Pepita, and Pepita's going to fall as well. He does have a buyback. That's a steal on the Omni Slash from the Rubik. He'll at least use it before things go down, but that's 3 heroes dead. They lose a gem as well. Pekko on the run. That's 4 down. Ember is actually in the mid lane. He's going for the tier 4. He'll manage to remnant away. Does some serious damage, though, in the meantime.
But I feel like it was worth for Argentinian rejects. Yes, you lose some of the health in your base, but you get... I mean, Isurus had over a 15k gold net worth lead, and now
it's slipping
back to about 10k. So.
And experience is back to even. Almost exactly.
And I mean, like, Queen of Pain still can get another item slot, and I think she'll go for a Refresher or Octarine now.
I mean, it took Argentinian Rejects a game to warm up, but they are back together now. The problem is they're hanging on by very little at this point. And Juggernaut, what's he got coming to him? Because there's something on this courier. It is Boots of Travel 2, which I actually don't like him picking up here. Unless you have a direct application for it, there's not much need. Juggernaut is in trouble. Juggernaut is... he's dead.
Whoa.
He's got the Aegis. He has the Aegis. Clockwork's here. The Glimmer. What is that courier doing?
I do have to say, though, the...
Courier, please bring him that recipe. Because if he doesn't have buyback on cooldown, off cooldown right now.
The Juggernaut Boots of Travel 2 is really good, though.
But now you have an extra item slot, and you don't need the Boots of Travel 2. Boots of Travel 1 would have done you just fine.
No, the thing you can do now is you can blink, hex, initiate with Queen of Pain, and then TP with the Juggernaut to Queen of Pain, and then Abyssal after, to ensure the kill.
Yeah, but if Juggernaut's already there in the fight, and you've thought about this beforehand, you blink Hex, and then you kill Gyro before you even have to spin the Abyssal.
I'm talking about pickoffs.
I mean, yeah.
For that it is.
Okay, I can agree with you there. I just... Like, what if he just got... literally anything?
A Scotty, maybe.
A Scotty, a Satanic,
MKB.
A Deso. A Raper. Wow. Ermagerd, Raper. Oh, meanwhile, Ember is playing with fire, which, I mean, he's accustomed to playing with fire. He is Ember Spirit, after all.
You could get an Aghanim Scepter, maybe. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but it's something. And to be honest, if Boots of Travel 2 gave you a slight move speed boost, even 10 move speed, I'd like it a lot more. But it's just like, okay, very niche item doesn't always mean a lot. Usually it means, I don't know what to buy. A casual Hyperstone would have been much better. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, even that.
Just, it doesn't even matter what you build after that with the Hyperstone. If you're just building the Hyperstone and then you put it in your stash and forget about it and build something else.
Then you build a second Hyperstone and bam, you have a Moonshot.
Yeah, but like, if you decide you need the Rapier for whatever reason, they'll get a second Lotus Orb. I mean, you're not silencing these heroes now. There is a slam.
Can they kill Spirit?
They're gonna lock him down. They will.
They will.
121 seconds on the sideline. He does have buyback, but keep in mind, it's a very long death timer. If he buys back, that'll be an even longer death timer next time.
Can he find them?
Oh, he gets a stun! Ned's gonna use his ult. He actually gets it off on 2 at least. He is gonna die.
That's really huge. That's another pretty good swing.
And that's a minute without Venom. Now, his ult's down, so he's relatively useless, I'll admit.
Shaker will die to the ultimate, though.
That is not his worth. You really need this Earthshaker up to defend. And he's going for a Shiva's Guard. He can actually buy it out, but he doesn't have buyback.
Yeah, he doesn't want to buy it out. But at least, maybe they can get the tier 2 here. And you know, when they win a heavy team fight, they can maybe get 2 lanes of Rex. Maybe force a buyback right now. I mean, they still have Omnislash. They have Queen of Pain ultimate. They have lots of stuff. And they have Hookshot.
I mean, they can definitely still win this game.
Blink Dagger?
Yeah, he picked that up a while ago, and I think it was kind of inspired by the enemy Rubik, who had the Blink Dagger. He stole Cogs once, and he was able to blink Cogs and really disrupt a fight that way. And the other thing is, if he gets it off really well, he can Hookshot, Cogs, blink out. That is risky then. And it is very challenging to pull off. Possible, but challenging. They will actually get the Lotus Orb up on Slaughter. He'll get the hookshot in now. Veno buying up another gem just because they know they need it at this point. There's actually a double Chain Frost going all over the place. That Lotus Orb getting them a lot of damage done. They'll actually pick off the Clockwork thanks to that. However, there is a Shiva's up on the Shaker who's going to have to defend back at home. They will get the Jug ulti off, but the Ghost Scepter is going to keep him alive. They'll get the ulti from Vito off. The debuff is applied, even though it's not ticking down just yet, but Juggernaut, he's falling fast. He does have buyback available with 2k in the bank, but he's down for 2 minutes now, and Amber's about to be right back up. They're going to be forced to spin this Jug buyback, I'm almost 100% sure.
That was actually kind of a feat, really. That was not necessary for Juggernaut to go in like that, and there was the Rubik to tank the Omni Slash with the Ghost Scepter.
Yeah, it was more a great play on the Rubik in my opinion, but...
And I mean, none of his teammates were really there to help him out besides the Clockwork. I mean, that was just not the play at all.
I mean, sometimes when you know you have buyback, you feel like you can go full YOLO, but that doesn't mean it's a good thing to do, because if you have buyback, it's a luxury. It's not something to say, oh, hey, I have buyback, let's throw the game and then catch the game. Because if you throw the game, they get a big item and they win the game off that. Cool, you bought back. But if they kill you again, you ain't bought back. And they use a slam on one man again. Papita, he gets the Lotus Orb up on him. Frosh is also turned into a pig. They'll actually reverse Abyssal. The Jug. Gyro ulti will come down. They'll use him up. But Ninja's already at half health and he just bought back.
Yeah, I am not back in the game right now. It's
oh, okay. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Roshan has also just respawned, although I don't think either team are too worried about it right now, as, well, Jug could actually hold the Aegis. And meanwhile, the Papa Lincoln's Ember is zipping back. He does have a way to get in. Hookshot in, but it doesn't connect on an enemy hero. Rubik now steals the hookshot.
And Juggernaut is probably dead.
If Jug dies here, where is he?
He survived. He TP'd back.
Oh, but Lich is down. I don't think there was much. Lich had an ult. Never mind.
Everything else.
He's got a buyback. Shaker does not, but Shaker didn't have an ult. They're going to be forced to 3 buybacks right now. Juggernaut picks up a blink. Basically, I think because he can't get to the secret shop. He does get the Abyssal off, though. Gets purged. Ninja is dead. He's dead. That may be game.
Yeah,
I think it's game. They get a Chain Frost. Maybe Chain Frost can save that. No, there's no Axe.
Well, I like the blink back pickup because you can blink during Omni Slash and get away from the Ghost Scepter target to the target that you want to kill.
But it was too late. Like,
yeah, it was too late.
You were holding on to that gold after you bought back, and it just... There were some small mistakes made by Argentinian rejects that cost them the game. I still think in game number 2 they played exceptionally well, especially the Juggernaut, the Clockwork, and this isn't going to be a popular opinion, but I think Earthshaker played well too. Some of his plays were very questionable. Some of his plays were very good.
His Echo Slams were bad.
Exactly. Well, most of his Echo Slams. There were a couple good ones, but it was just desperation from them. It was like the wall in the first game where it was like, okay, we have to kill this guy. Wait, our racks are dead. Oh, well, that's too bad.
Exactly something like that, so...
Anyways, that'll be it for us tonight. Tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we should have 3 games, although I don't believe I'm going to be able to cover the 3rd. I'm working on finding someone to fill in for me. If not, it will be streamed in Spanish, that's for sure. And, yeah, thank you guys all for watching. You're watching Truesight TV. Of course, I'm Esper Revolution 5, joined here by Ilummini, my co-caster extraordinaire. And you guys have a good night.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.
See ya. I'm Esper Revolution 5, joined by PlagueDota for Truesight TV.